Hello, my name is Sia. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my personal space where I sit and I talk and let's see where it goes. And today I wanted to talk about overcoming self-doubt. I think this is something most of us have had to deal with. I know I had to with it a lot. Like I struggled with self-doubt a lot and I still do, and it's something that I work on every day. This is why I think I'm the perfect person who can talk about this thing, because I know how it feels. I've been there. I'm working on it every time because it is a process. So these are the 5 things that I do on a daily basis, that whenever I feel that little bit of self-doubt, these are the points that I always go to, where I bring myself back to myself, think clearly, and go about doing the things that I want to do. So, one of the first things that helped me with overcoming self doubt is identifying the root cause of the self doubt. Sometimes you doubt yourself because of what people have told you. Somebody told you that no, you wouldn't be able to do that. Really, sometimes they have failed at doing something and they try to instill that on you, or they genuinely believe that because they couldn't do it, no one else can do it. So try to identify the root cause. Were you that one child that was always picked last in class, or whatever the other kids were doing? Were you picked last? That could be something that could instill self-doubt in you, and you don't think you are able or capable to do anything. So identify the root and see where it came from, and then you can deal with that moving forward. So number 2 is challenging the negative thoughts. I do not entertain negative thoughts. Whenever you are sitting and you want to do something, or you have a task in hand and you start feeling that doubt, do not entertain those negative thoughts. When they start flooding and running wild, do not entertain them. Always replace the negative thoughts with positive thoughts. Once you start thinking that I'm not going to be able to do this, I can't do this, I'm going to fail, that's exactly what's going to happen. So once you start thinking about those things, think about, actually I am capable, actually I can do this, actually I have done this before, actually I've done this, maybe I failed, but now I can do better. Always replace those negative thoughts with positive ones, with positive affirmations every time. And just instantly, when it comes to your mind, tap yourself and say, no, no, actually I can do better. Number 3 is focusing on your strengths. We all have our weaknesses, but we also have strong points. And anything that you focus on will grow. And if you focus on your negative thoughts, that's yourself teaching yourself. That's the only thing that you're always going to highlight. If you take the time to focus on your strong points and sharpen them, make them better, you will see improvement and you will feel confident about the things that you're good at. Just as I said on the previous point, and I said you have to replace your negative thoughts with your positive thoughts, it's the same principle when it comes to your strong points and your weak points. Always capitalize on the strong points. Yes, it is good not to forget about your weak points, because you got a blind side. If you're not gonna if you gonna decide that you don't have weak points and you're not gonna focus on them, that's when you've got a blind side. You have to remember that you do have those weak points. It's either you work on them, you work on improving them, or you can use the strong points to overpower these weak points and capitalize on them instead of dwelling on your weak points. Number 4, this is one of my favorites. Surround yourself with positive people. Honestly, if you are always a down person, always negative, I will distance myself. Yes, we all have our negative moments, we all feel down sometimes, but you can't be like that all the time. Unless there's something wrong and that you need to deal with, then you have to deal with that. But personally, I like to surround myself with positive people, people that will encourage you to do better, people that will always cheer you on, and people that will not lie to you, people that will say, you know what, if you want to do this, the best way you can go about this is doing this and that, instead of just raining on your parade and saying, no, you can't do this, even if they think that you don't have the strong qualities to do these things. But these people can direct you into a good direction instead of just discourage the whole thing and make you feel bad about yourself. If you start hanging around with people that believe in themselves, that want the best for themselves and for others, that will rub off on you. You will learn those qualities. You will learn to understand how good they feel, how nice it is to feel positive about things. And this is not some toxic positivity where you can see things are falling apart, but you're still cheering on, you're still going on. But this is where you say, yes, things are not going well. Yes, I may not be good at this, but I can do better. I can learn. I can learn. I can do better. That is why you need to surround yourself with positive people. And last, but definitely not least, is number 5 on my list. Learn from your mistakes. Just because you failed at something in the past, it does not mean that you're always gonna fail at it. It doesn't mean that you're never gonna be good at anything else. It was a moment for you to learn, take the L's and learn from them and move forward. When you start dwelling on your past mistakes, and now it overwhelms you because that's all you ever think about. Think about those past failures and see where you can improve and see what was the lesson that was learned from there. There's no use looking at your mistakes and dwelling on them and beating yourself up about it. If you had mistakes and you had losses, but the only thing you took from them was the negative and you didn't learn from them, that means all of those mistakes were a waste of time. And I don't think a lot of things that we've had to go through are a waste of time. It was lesson learned, and you take the L's with a positive attitude and you move forward. And that is it for me for now. But always remember, like I said from the beginning of the video, that overcoming things like self-doubt is not an instant thing. It takes time. If you had all of these times and you have all of these things that you've tried and failed, it's not really surprising that at some point you'd start to doubt yourself. So don't beat yourself up for doubting yourself and look at other people and say, why are they so confident? Why can't they just go and do things that they've always wanted, but I'm sitting here, I'm scared? Always remember that it's a process. It's a daily process that has to go on and on and on and on. And you may never even know how long it will take for you to overcome that self-doubt, but it's something that you have to do step by step every single day. So remember, confidence is something that builds over time. Don't beat yourself up about it because you're not as confident as the next person. You don't know how much they've had to overcome for them to reach that level of confidence. So you have to work on yourself daily. Everybody else is working on themselves, but they don't go around saying, oh, I'm working on myself, I'm working on myself. It's a personal thing, it's a process. It's things that you have to overcome in your mind, and those are the things sometimes you don't tell people. So when you see other people, it seems like they're not struggling, they also have their struggles. So don't beat yourself up about it. Know that you are working on yourself, and work on yourself intentionally. Intentionally, just as you replace those negative thoughts with positive things, that is something that you do intentionally. You work on it every single day. Thank you so much for coming so far to the video. Thank you so for watching. I appreciate you so much. Do not forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and share the video with your friends and your families. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here. Love you. Bye. Thing that